Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be talking about how to add UTM tags to your Google Ads campaign at the campaign level, ad set level, and ad level. My name is Adam. I own a company called Paracore. We're a pay-per-click lead generation agency in Phoenix, Arizona. We specialize in pay-per-click advertising. This is our YouTube channel where we go over all things pay-per-click. So let's get right into it. This is a very basic campaign that I have that just runs some branded ads. It's very simple, $5 a day, nothing special. But I wanted to start here because when you're in the ads manager, you're going to go to your campaign and you're going to hit settings. Now, we like to add UTM tags at the campaign level. So we really enjoy this thing, add callouts. I'm trying to kill this little note. There we go. We really enjoy adding UTM tags to the campaign level because typically that's enough. Now, you may want to at the ad set level or ad level, but we almost always do campaign level because that's enough. That's enough detail for us when we're doing our reporting. So here, in these campaign settings, you don't see anything related to UTM tags. However, once we head down here and we hit more, now we can see campaign URL options. So I'm gonna hit this guy. And at Paracore, we tend to use the tracking template. So the tracking template is in this first section here. And this little parameter, LPURL in the braces, that means landing page URL. That's a variable. So if you have campaigns, if you have different ads in the campaign that have different URLs, this is basically saying, okay, take whatever URL is on that ad. So this could change. This might be going to one page for one ad and one page to another. Put in that URL and then add a question mark and then put in these UTM tags. And I have a very in-depth video about UTM tags that I'll link to right here, just in the top of the video. It's one of the most highly trafficked videos on our website, on our YouTube channel. And you can see here are the UTM tags. So we're not going to go over these, but this is a Paracore branded campaign, UTM medium, and then UTM keyword. So you can also enter in these variables. You can also put campaign variables in here in the tracking template. So for example, this braces, I think braces, yeah, braces keyword and then close brace. That will change. So whatever keyword triggered this ad to show, and then they clicked, it will be the keyword. Now, it will not be the search term. So unfortunately, you cannot put the search term in the tracking template or even capture that in the URL, which I wish that you could, but you can't. So this is the keyword that triggered it. So for us, it's Paracore. So in this example, someone types in Paracore marketing, then the keyword would actually just be Paracore. It would not be Paracore marketing. Now, there are a lot of these different variables that you can actually use. So if I head over here to this other tab, if you Google setup tracking with value track parameters, this will talk about all the different parameters that are available. So if we scroll down here a little bit, available value track parameters, final URL, tracking template, or custom parameter. So, final URL, tracking template, or custom parameter. So these parameters are all available. So campaign ID. So if I wanted to know my campaign ID, I could come in here. I don't need to use a UTM tag. I could just say, whoops, campaign ID equals campaign ID, I believe is what it was. Yep, just campaign ID. And then on my landing page, that's going to come through. And this parameter here is going to be sent in the URL. And then we're going to have campaign ID, the ID of the campaign. Now, that's a number, so it's not always incredibly valuable, but that information will come through. So some others, ad group ID, let's see here, location interest, the ID of the location interest to help trigger the ad, the idea of the geographical location, the match type, so broad, phrase, the network, so G is Google Search, S is Search Partners, D display, used for smart shopping, YouTube videos, YouTube search, so you can see where they came from. Device, so there's a whole bunch here, right? A whole bunch of different parameters. Then they have some that are available for the tracking template only. So remember I said LP URL, the final URL. So final URL here, the tracking template is this. So what it's going to look like is landing page URL, blah, question mark, match type equals match type. And that match type will be filled in once it actually lands on the landing page. So go ahead and search for this, set up tracking with value track parameters if you want to be using more parameters. But that's how you drop them in here, and that's your tracking template. Now you can also just simply do final URL suffix, in which case you don't need all of this stuff here. You could just do like this. I actually don't know which one will override if you do both. So I've never done that before. You could test it if you wanted to, but it seems like an unnecessary test. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put in the parameter equals this, and then always put an and sign in between. That's the delineator that breaks up the two. So then you can do UTM campaign equals, paracore or whatever. All right, so those are the UTM tracking options. We're not going to go over custom parameters right now. So that's how you do it at the campaign level, okay? And that will apply to all ad groups and ads in the campaign level. If I want to do just the ad group, I can click over here. There's settings. We're still on settings, additional. And then ad group URL options, you will see this is not set. We did not set anything here because we're doing it at the campaign level. But if you wanted the ad group to have a different campaign or whatever UTM term, something like that, you can add a different tracking template here. Now this tracking template will override the template above it. And by above it, I mean campaign is above ad set is above ad, right? So the more specific you get, that's the template that's going to be used when the ad actually triggers. So it will always use the most specific one. Maybe over is not a good way to say it. It will override the more broad setting. So campaign is more broad than ad set, ad group. Man, Facebook and Google, I get confused all the time. Ad group versus ad. And then if you want to go into the ad itself, I mean, I probably haven't changed this ad in a long time. This is probably like not even expanded text ad. It is an expanded text ad. That's good. It's not responsive, but there you go. I'm going to do edit. And we will have the same options here, right? Template, final URL, custom parameters. Cool. So that's how you add them in these different areas. And again, you would just do the same thing here. LP URL, question mark. That's what you put after the URL, and then UTM campaign equals custom, I'm not going to put custom, but my campaign, and then blah, blah, blah. One other note that's just kind of important, if you want to do a space in your UTM tags, you do %20. So a lot of people will do like an underscore like this. A lot of people will make it one word. A lot of people will do %20, and then an and sign if you want to do UTM, medium, or let's say source equals Google, right? So that's how you can type that out and build that out. And then these will be tracked on your landing page, or Google Analytics will pick these up. So that's really important. All right, so that's how you add UTM tags. I want to cancel this. Yes, leave. That's how you add UTM tags to your Google Ads campaigns at the campaign level, ad group level, and ad level. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel. We're posting a lot more content just like this. Thanks a lot.